Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club for the Calcutta Races Monsoon meeting, third day, Wednesday, 13th August 2025 race preview. The first race of the day that we are looking at is the Wise Guy Handicap for horses weight 126 to be run over a distance of about 1600 meters. We got 7 going to purse for this one. The first one we're looking at, number 1 Dancing Queen, who had a win in the winter season and race number 178 over here. The one we are looking at is the opening event of the season, race number 1, where Dancing Queen was racing in 6th spot, came widest of all and eventually finished on a close 5th. The winner here was Kindred Spirit, who made every poster winning one. Number 3 is Togo, who's the son of Fiero out of Duma. Togo had a start during the Bangalore summer meeting, that was in race number 72. Togo went over 1200 meters, was racing in 8th spot for most while, eventually finished on 8th. The ride of Anthony Rajes is Togo, drawn 1. We got number 6 is UB. UB had a win during the winter season in race number 168. The 2 starts UB has had in this season were in race number 1, where finished on 9th after having a forward race, and last start was in race number 8, where UB was racing in 6th spot, eventually finished on 6th of 9. The winner here was Skyhawk, who made every poster winning one. We move on to the second race of the day, the Fuse Box Handicap for horses weight 21 to 46, rate 1 to 26, eligible to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality, to be run over a distance of about 1600 meters. Looking at couple of runners, this from race number 9, Zambezi and Veneno. Veneno, who travelled wide mostly and ran a forward race, ran a very eye-catching race at the end because finished on 3rd in a close finish, and Zambezi, who was racing in 9th spot, eventually finished on 8th, and the winner here was Victoria Cross, who won that race in a common canter. Three is Galway Girl. The start we are looking at is from the Bangalore summer season, where Galway Girl had couple of starts. First up had finished on 5th in race number 29 in there. Last start, what a start this was, had a sizable lead coming into the home straight, was up ahead by a street, and eventually had about a length and a half to spare over the fast finishing Art of Romance. Galway Girl is by Dreamfield out of Actual, the mount of Vishal and Bunde. 7 is Cristaldo. Cristaldo was a winner in race number 61 during the winter season. This was the start in race number 10, where Cristaldo went over 1100 meters, was in 9th spot as the horses turned for home, eventually finished on 9th of 12 runners. The winner here was Morano, who won the race eventually by almost 6 lengths. Cristaldo today the mount of Vinay Jaiswal. We move on to the third race of the day, the Brighter Future Plate for maiden horses 3-year-old only, rated 1 to 26, to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. Couple of runners we are looking at. First up, Call Me Trinity and Goodwill. This is from the Bangalore summer meeting in race number 88. Call Me Trinity, who's by Samir out of Kemeno, was racing in 10th spot, then eventually made a couple of placings and eventually finished on 8th. And Goodwill, who was racing in 5th spot, weakened slightly and eventually finished on 7th. And Call Me Trinity, the mount of Nikhil Naidu. Goodwill to be ridden by Vishal and Bunde. Moving on to the fourth race of the day, the My Opinion Cup for horses weighted 81 and above, 61 to 86, also eligible to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. We're looking at Clifford. This is from the Bangalore summer season, where Clifford had a start in race number 61, was racing in front until the last 200 meters, where Clifford started to really drift out, finished on the outer sand track, as you can see on the top of your screen, in the colors of claret and gold epaulets. Eventually finished on 8th is Clifford. Today the mount of Vishal and Bunde is Clifford. Number 8 is Trahila. Trahila had a start during the Bangalore summer meeting, and what a start this was. This was in race number 98, where Trahila practically was last at the bend, then weaved a passage between runners and eventually took charge into the last 200 meters and won the race by almost length and a quarter. Trahila is by Western Aristocrat out of Nickel Chrome, the mount of P. Trevor. We move on to the fifth and feature race of the day, the Independence Cup for horses weight 41 to 66, weight 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1400 meters. First up, we are looking at a couple of runners, that's K-Star and 8 Clever Hans. Both were noteworthy runners here. K-Star took into the home straight, took over the running into the home straight, then battled on from the winner, Light the World. And number 8, Clever Hans. Clever Hans was racing in fourth and really started to flourish home into the last 100 meters or so and eventually finished on a very close third. K-Star, the mount of Imran Chisti, and Clever Hans, ridden by Varun. Dali Swirl, Cat Whiskers are the two runners we're looking at. This from race number 13 in this season, where Dali Swirl was racing in 7th spot, eventually finished on 6th, and Cat Whiskers, who took the turn widest of all, then came up with a big run down the center, but the winner, Celtic Harlequin, who also ran a very wide race throughout, and eventually Cat Whiskers finished on a close second. The winner was Celtic Harlequin. 11 is True Faith. Total Gallery out of South Lake as True Faith had a start during the Bangalore summer meeting. This was in race number 106, where you can see in the green and the black cross sash, True Faith making a move towards the inside and eventually finished on 4th. Was True Faith after travelling in 8th spot for most while. The winner here was Fortunate Son. True Faith again the mount of Vishal and Bunde. 12 is Lavish Girl. Lavish Girl had a start in the opening day under very heavy conditions, where Lavish Girl was in 3rd spot, eventually finished on 3rd. Of 9 runners, the winner here was Bundle of Charm, who made every post a winning one. Lavish Girl today the mount of Vinay Jaswal. The last race of the day, the 6th race in today's card, the Awesome Indian Handicap for horses weight 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality, to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. We are looking at Impressive Annie, who was definitely impressive considering the conditions. It was really pouring down, very heavy conditions, and Impressive Annie still started to move very late into the scene, and a clustered finish on 4th of 9 runners. The winner was the runaway leader, Bundle of Charm. Impressive Annie today the mount of Arbhabab is drawn 11. We got 3 runners. This is from race number 10, Falcon Bridge, Trillionaire Sporting Trainer. This was over 1100 meters. Falcon Bridge, who was racing in 7th spot for most while, then weekend and eventually finished on 8th. Trillionaire, who was racing in 2nd spot until the last 200 meters, where started to really backpedal, eventually finished on 5th, perhaps needed the start. And 9 Sporting Trainer, who had a start early on, where finished on 2nd to Bundle of Charm. Over here, Sporting Trainer took the turn in 8th spot, made some late inroads and eventually finished on 4th to Morano. 8 is Skyhawk. Skyhawk, this was from race number 8, the opening race on 2nd day, where Skyhawk went to the front and there was practically no looking back for Skyhawk, justified the market support and eventually had a length to spare from the fast finishing Kindred Spirit. Skyhawk the mount of Vishal and Bunde, drawn 4. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races and wish you a happy Independence Day in advance.